Hello everyone and welcome back to Send It's Weather channel. Today we're doing our long range forecast once again for the next 5 weeks, which will take us today up to the 16th of December. Obviously there's been a few developments in the last couple of days, so hopefully we might see a little bit of a change in these mean sea level pressure anomalies, the temperature anomalies, and the overall pattern, especially for the next couple of weeks. Now, as we know, high pressure's been sat over the country for a long time now. It's actually caused, I'll pull up a post here, it's caused quite a lot of air pollution problems as the air is being trapped and all the gases and pollutants are being trapped at the surface, which means that the air quality has been reduced recently. I'll try and find a post about it. But yeah, we're doing our long-range forecast using the ECM data. Cheers to ECM for letting us use the charts. So first we'll have a look at sea level pressure for week 1, the 11th to the 18th of November. And from the outset, high pressure is centred just over and just to the west of the country. High and dry, quite settled. As you can see by the 500 millibar heights or HPA heights, high pressure is sat and extending through many parts of Western Europe, up towards Greenland and even the Arctic. To the north, temperature anomalies are actually slightly cooler in the south, which it wasn't showing this before. Obviously quite mild in the north, nearest to the high, and central regions are slightly above average. But as you can see, parts of Eastern Europe and even into France are coming out below average, and some parts actually of Russia, Western Russia, are significantly below average, like 3 to 6 degrees. But obviously the Arctic is up to, like, if we look on this scale, it says here 6 to 10 degrees above average. So that's pretty extreme for the time of year. That could be down to all this sea ice melt which has been going on. Lowest sea ice that has ever been seen in a long time, apparently, at the moment. So it's minimum, which is quite rare. But there we go. If you do enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. We've just hit 200 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much. And we'll move on to week 2. Will there be a bit of a change? 18th to the 25th of November. And yes, there is. Well, it was not showing this before. High pressure ridges out into the Atlantic and goes up towards Greenland. Low pressure centre just to the east of Scandinavia. And winds, well, even though it's quite high and dry, winds would be coming in from a colder northerly direction. Will the 500 millibar heights show this? Yes, they will. We're under a little bit of high pressure, so it probably will be quite dry, but there could be showers in the north and east, which could even be wintry if the temperature anomalies go below average. Well, they're sitting around average. I reckon it would be actually colder than average. A lot of areas are actually covered in white, like all of this Scandinavia, Norway, eastern parts of Europe, maybe even into parts of Denmark, Sweden, Norway, maybe even Germany and the Netherlands could come out below average here. With this pattern, week 3 finally on this pattern will be the 25th of November to the 2nd of December, and of course, as what it's been shown recently, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, and with this, winds might be coming up from quite a mild south-westerly or westerly. So, of course, most unsettled in the north and dry in the south. Typical pattern. In fact, this actually strengthens that high pressure. This is the Azores, extending up towards Europe and even extending into the Atlantic. Temperature anomalies will be above average, and quite significantly so. 1 to 3 degrees above average. Next is week 4, 2nd to the 9th of December. Well, again, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, winds are in from the west. Not much to say, really. Same pattern, just slightly less high pressure dominated, so maybe more unsettled. In fact, this doesn't show that. The charts are not agreeing with each other, but this is showing high pressure dominant. Just to the south, low pressure's centred to the east, and winds are in from the west again. So it looks dry and quite mild again. And finally, week 5 is the 9th to the 16th of December. Deary me, well, there's a slight tilt. High pressure is in the Atlantic going up towards Greenland, but it's still centred to the south. So it'll still be having an influence in the south, but for the north, it's more into more of a northwesterly, so maybe slightly cooler into Scotland. Northern Ireland and Northern England, possibly, but it's a long way out, so uncertain. And we've seen how the charts have changed within the next couple of weeks anyway, so these are probably all wrong. Don't take them too literally. Winds with that, yeah, will be in from the northwest and probably go above average. Exactly, 1 to 3 degrees above average. So this update, again, sorry everyone, it's not very good. If you want cold anyway, but if you want mild weather, well, it looks quite good for you, but to be honest, nothing looks too certain. You've seen how much week two's changed. It was above average, and now it's showing a block. If this block goes any further north towards Greenland, we could actually be in for quite a cold spell. Obviously, it's a long way off, and it's not a long way off. It's only a couple of weeks off, but there's a lot of variation within the models. Some have milder conditions staying, some have more unsettled, and some obviously so basically there's a range of options. The most likely scenario is actually for a block to set up somewhere, either towards Scandinavia or towards Greenland, and us bringing an easterly or a northerly wind. This is the most likely scenario, and that signal has been strengthening. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But it's all just for fun anyway. These long range videos, just to try and analyse any trends. But if you did enjoy, as I said before, like and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one if you found this video informative. Goodbye, everyone.